Hello guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber as always, guys. Welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, I want to get into this story we've been covering since it happened over the weekend out there in Miramar, Florida. And it was concerning this woman right here who was found dead on the side of a exit ramp of the freeway I-95. And her name is Naomi Centiniti, 22 years old. She was found dead, obviously murdered, and naked on the side of a busy highway. Now, later on that day, a person of interest, they claimed was a person of interest, this guy right here, Laurent Pignon Jr., was arrested. And this thing is finally starting to come together. I'm going to show you a series of video that brings it, in a certain order that brings it all together. And this guy right here was not a good dude, man. And far too many times you see women getting caught up with dudes like this that are abusive, violent, just crazy as hell. And stories usually end like this with somebody losing their life. Take a look.
5:30 new details about a deadly discovery. Police identifying the person of interest after a woman's body was found naked on a highway ramp over the weekend.
And Local 10's Christina Vasquez is joining us live from Northeast Miami-Dade right now with the very latest on this crime alert. Fill us in, Christina.
Court records do show that the man Miami-Dade police have now named as a person of interest in this case already had a scheduled court appearance tomorrow on a separate case out of Miami Beach last summer related to punching a woman.
All right, we have Laurent Pignon.
Laurent Pignon is the man Miami-Dade police are now calling a person of interest in the case of Naomi Centiniti, the young woman Florida Highway Patrol found dead off the side of I-95 northbound at Ives Dairy Road early Saturday morning when responding to calls of two people arguing.
The female is undressed. There is a piece of clothing next to her, so it's I wouldn't be able to tell you how exactly her clothes was removed, but there is some clothing next to her body.
Pignon picked up in Miramar, driving a car Miami-Dade police have been searching for Saturday in connection with a homicide investigation. They tried to pull him over. He took off, they say, crashing into another driver.
Aggravated fleeing with injury or damage.
Now facing charges related to that incident.
Failure to stop or remain at an accident. Resisting without violence.
As Miami-Dade's Homicide Bureau detectives work closely, police say, with the Miami-Dade State Attorney's Office on the I-95 death investigation.
And then he's got 2 violations of probation with no bond hold.
Court records show Pignon has a criminal record. In his most recent case out of Miami Beach, an officer responding to multiple calls of a man hitting a female spotted him and a female victim he described as his girlfriend in an altercation on August 8th. The victim's hair appeared to be disheveled. The defendant was sweating profusely, bleeding from the knuckles. A witness providing police with cell phone video of him slapping her, pulling her to the ground by her hair, and punching her. He was charged with misdemeanor battery and resisting an officer without violence. Unknown if the woman in that case was Naomi.
Trying to piece everything together to see exactly what determined the death or what caused the death.
And the victim in this case, she would have turned 23 years old later this month. If you have any information, give police a call. Reporting live for you, I'm Christina Vasquez, Local 10 News.
Now to a story you'll see only on 6. We're learning more about the woman who was found dead on the side of I-95 over the weekend. Her heartbroken mother talking to NBC6 tonight.
Lena Southbank is live in Deerfield Beach with this mother's message. Lena.
Yeah, like you said, the family's here in Deerfield Beach. That's exactly where the victim lived. And like you mentioned, we spoke exclusively to the family who's just trying to make sense of the loss, and they're looking for justice.
Maria Benitez is heartbroken. At just 22 years old, her daughter Naomi Centiniti's life was cut short and taken from her.
TW baby.
She was my baby. Her heart was enormous. Everyone that knew her knew she was always happy with everyone and just very happy.
She says video shows her daughter celebrating her friend's birthday in Miami hours before she was found dead. Miami-Dade police say Cittadini's body was found along I-95 near Ives Dairy Road on Saturday after several 911 callers reported two people arguing on the side of I-95. And while no one has been charged in her death, detectives say 29-year-old Laurent Pion is a person of interest.
Ellos tuvieron una relación.
They had a relationship. He hit her, he hit my daughter, and they went to the cops to say something about it. She has a restraining order.
Maria says Pion and her daughter broke up last year, but he continued to harass and stalk her.
Él aparecía en todos lados en donde ella estaba.
He was always appearing everywhere. A few months ago, she went to New York, and he appeared in New York. Everywhere she went, he will appear.
Pion was arrested on separate charges after police say he was involved in a chase that ended when he crashed into multiple cars on Miramar Parkway. Detectives are speaking with Pion as part of their homicide investigation. They haven't revealed how she died. Investigators only say she was found without clothes on.
En ningún momento me dijeron que mi hija me.
They never told me my daughter was found naked and thrown like an animal.
And of course, the family has also created a GoFundMe page to help with some of the costs along with this tragedy. If you would like to support the family, you can head to our website, NBC6.com. For now, reporting in Deerfield Beach, Lena Salzbank, NBC6 News.
Guys, I'm going to be honest with you. This is the new man of today. Violent, stalking, and it seems to be normal to them. Said the man was in New York when she went to New York. I'm gonna be honest with you. You got to keep your life off of social media. You do. I mean, it's cool to say, hey, I was here, I was there. But sometimes you need to put that stuff up after you gone. She was in the club in Miami or whatever. Evidently, he knew where she was at and he followed her. That's trifling behavior for a man. You running around here sniffing a woman's ass that don't even want you near her. Said he said they had a restraining order. He hit her and her daughter. The first video talked about the restraining order. It was her. Last night I seen that because I was going to do this video today, but I just came across that second video that just popped up. I said, okay, now it all comes together and makes the video, you know, me putting the video out now, it makes sense. You see this a lot. Dudes chasing girls and wanting to exert their power over them. Who wants to beat somebody or just be around somebody after they put their hands on them and expect things to be the same? Who scares a woman into liking them or being with them? You know, a lot of times women have daddy issues. What kind of issues do these people have? Men like this. Issues of abandonment? What? A lot of times, and a lot of you ladies can chime in the comment section. A lot of times, the reason why women break up with guys like this is because of the childishness in them, whereas they almost want a woman to be their woman and mother at the same time. Facts. I don't know what his problem is, but with all that shit on his face, it already showed he had a life, reckless decisions. I'm gonna tell you, ladies, being pretty is not enough nowadays. Having a nice body is not enough, because though it attracts men, a lot of times it attracts this type of man. And anybody can wear a mask at any given time. We've all been in relationships that we tried to make work, or we gave somebody a shot and it didn't work out because we saw the real them sooner or later. So I can't hold nobody against that. But I mean, come on, from a male standpoint, I don't want to be around nobody I got to put my hands on to make them do what I ask. Or man, come on, man. Where we at as a society? Seriously. Where are we at where this is acceptable? And it's on the rise. It's on the rise. Domestic violence between couples is on the rise. And it seems like it's the same MO. Woman go fill out the paperwork. Paperwork don't mean nothing to a hard-headed ninja. And the girl lose her life. All these statisticians we got, people taking stats and all these polls and knowing all of this stuff about how stuff works, but nobody sees this. Nobody sees this. I grew up in a neighborhood that was full of dudes like this. Some of them my age. Hey, man, Hook me up with your girlfriend's friend. Fuck off. Because I know what you are and I know what you do. And I know your mindset. And it don't align with anything. That's a good person. I don't have a relationship with her, but I still care about how she feels and who she is. Especially her relationship with my girlfriend as her best friend or sister. Are you crazy? Man, it's wild out here. I've never seen so much whipping the ass in a relationship than I do now. And it's sad. It's sad. You know, a lot of stuff I say, oh man, this screams I ain't got no dad. What does this scream? Because I think a lot of times these dudes that's abusive come from chaotic households where they seen their father doing this shit. And it's sad. You found dead on the side of the highway. Mother didn't even know it. They must have broke it to her. The media must have broke it to her and the thing. Say, tossed her like an animal. Why is she out of her clothes? I ain't never seen somebody fight and get naked and moving their hands and feet. You punching and fighting a girl on the side of the highway with witnesses. That right there shows childishness in the head and tunnel vision and trying to destroy somebody. Sickening. Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. When we clean this shit up, a lot of people got to go.